Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you feeling today?
Uh, Suffering.
Really?
It's hot and no electricity.
Yeah, obviously, this is part of, the country where we're sitting in. There are issues, that still government needs to pay attention to, right?
Well, they do.
Yeah. So tell me, who are you? There are audience, there are students who want to watch the video and want to learn about e-commerce, the topic we've chosen today.
Well, starting from my personal introduction, my name is Najam, and I'm a good friend of Noor. You can say since childhood.
School fellow.
Yeah. So basically, I was born and raised in Dubai. All these years I've been in Dubai, and uh, I started my career in 2008 when I was 18 years old. I've always wanted to be an independent person, so that's the reason I started my career as early as I could. Although I had support from my family as well, but I wanted to study besides doing, earning my own salary. To be able to take care of my expenditures, to be able to afford my own fees. So that's where I started my career. So recently, I was hired by a Middle East company which is called Souk.com. Which was called Souk.com. Recently, it has been taken over by Amazon. So currently, uh,
So right now, after Souk, you're still working with Souk, or you moved on to another company as well?
no, I'm still with Souk actually. Let's say it's Amazon now.
Okay.
So I've been with them for 8 years now.
Okay.
Wherein I've worked in a different departments, starting from customer service and then being promoted to escalation specialist, and then moving to different department as a business analyst in a finance team. And then I have done some work as a catalog specialist as well. So I'll just take you through my roles one by one, starting from customer service. So knowing by name itself of customer service role, you know that it's the face of the company. We have to deal with the customers who basically are purchasers of the products from from our website, or from our any kind of business that we are running.
Right.
So we used to deal with customers there, resolve their issues if they run into any kind of technical issue or any kind of issue with their orders that they received. It could be anything: a damaged product received, or missing item in the shipment, or the whole shipment goes missing whereas it shows as delivered. Various kind of issues. However, it's it's not only all about issues. They have some good things as well.
Obviously.
A lot of customers are satisfied as well, and that's one of the reasons that Amazon is having a huge name in the whole world now. It's a huge name in the industry of e-commerce. Uh, yeah.
Amazon is basically a e-commerce platform, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, it is an e-commerce platform.
So what is the importance for a business to have an e-commerce website? I feel if somebody wants to individually have his own e-commerce website, it's not just he doesn't want to be a part of Amazon, can he have that? And what is the importance of that?
Well, e-commerce, unlike the old days, where you just start a shop and you run it physically. It's just let's say it's a retail shop. Uh, People will walk in to your store and they'll buy products. With e-commerce, it helps you boost your growth of your business, because you can promote your products online through the website, or let's say through the internet. Uh, Anyone would know about your products online, and they will be able to buy it easily. Uh, so that's what helps having an e-commerce business.
Saying that you mentioned that it's really good to have an e-commerce website for businesses these days, obviously. So you think that anybody can start a website or maybe put up their products online, or maybe is it important to have a website itself, or can anybody sell anything online, because obviously there are different social media platforms available?
Um, well, selling online has become a huge thing these days for anyone. People who cannot afford to have a own website or to have a proper legal business, they would just create their pages on other platforms, let's say social media pages on Facebook or on Instagram, and they would try selling their products online from there. However, if you are uh, having a strong backup, financially you are strong, uh, you can start having your own, you can create your own website, you can start your own e-commerce business legally, and there is no limit. Anyone can sell anything online. I mean, it's open for anyone.
So what happens on an e-commerce website? What are the activities that are happening? If you simply have a look at the e-commerce website, what is it all about?
So basically, e-commerce, it's advanced. It falls into technology that you can promote your products through the internet. People on, I mean, worldwide, they will be able to see your products. They will be able to benefit your products. I mean, they can purchase them online. They don't have to go to the stores. They don't have to physically walk around, and it has become easy these days to go shopping. You just open a website, add the products to your cart, and just check out from there, and you can have it delivered to your residence or to your office, anywhere.
Right. I mean, do you think it's because this is 2022? I mean, there is COVID. I mean, why is it important for a regular business to have an e-commerce website? What are the pros and cons, if you want to talk about it?
So, being affected by a pandemic, we have faced some lockdowns. We got stuck at homes, at our places. We got uh, we had to limitize our movements. We couldn't go out as we used to on normal basis. So e-commerce, it plays a main role here. Instead of going outside, you can just stay at home, and you can place an order online. You can have your products delivered to your doorstep. And I believe that other e-commerce industries, I mean, whoever is into this business, they are taking those measures as well, for to protect the customers as well. They are taking health measures to make sure that the products are delivered in a safe way by wearing, masks, and I mean, whatever the health measures that has to be taken to avoid physical contacts with each other. So they have introduced contactless deliveries as well. You can just pay online, and you can have a contactless delivery. They'll just leave it to your doorstep.
So, talking about e-commerce, obviously, when you create a website, you need to somehow, I mean, make it public, make it as available as possible for the audience or the buyers. So, are there any tools available for the people to promote their e-commerce website?
Yes, you can use digital marketing. You can, choose some keywords to install on the internet. Like whenever any user or any customer who is browsing through the internet, I mean, whenever they put any keywords, your website name would pop up on the list.
Right. So, I mean, you just mentioned browsers. So, I mean, is there any certain technique that you can apply on your website, or what can you do to turn your browsers into buyers on your website?
So sometimes there are people who are just randomly browsing through the internet, or let's say surfing internet, and they would end up on your website. They'll start scrolling down. They'll scroll through your products, the wide range of variety that you're offering on your e-commerce website. So there are a lot of chances that uh, that idle person, just browsing through, will end up adding at least something to his shopping cart. Like he will be able to buy at least something although he's not intending to, he was just browsing through, but unintentionally as well, like something will come up to his mind. It will appear in front of his eyes that he will say, "Oh, this seems useful to him."
Right.
So he can just, even he don't want to buy it on the spot, but at least he will add it to his cart. At least it will stay in his mind that he can buy it on later on.
So, I mean, how to create an impressive website that people really want to buy from this website? I mean, are there any techniques that you can use?
Well, yeah. When a person is browsing, he will search for what he's looking for, and since you have specific keywords selected for your website name will appear up, and he will click on that. And once he opens, you have to make sure that your website is designed in a way which is easy to understand for users to navigate through. That's one important thing. Secondly, offer good promotions, like, it could be anything. You can put on a sale, or buy one get one product, or buy one and get second one in a less price. So such kind of offers, it will help boost your business and catch more eyes of the customers.
So, are there any risks which are involved in running an e-commerce website?
Yes, I would say it is very important to encrypt your website. Your data. Customers' data is very important in this century, as we are moving towards the technology era. So it's very important to secure your data, because there are a lot of hackings as well happening in these days. So you can use some sort of antiviruses, and it's a technicality thing. Only an ID person can understand that. I won't go that way.
Obviously. So, is there any limit for your products to be listed on a website? I mean, if you want to be a part of a already ongoing e-commerce website, just like Amazon or Souk you mentioned.
No, there is no limit. You can sell anything. It's open for anyone. It's
Okay, so I mean, there is no eligibility requirement. You just is there anything that you need to have to be able to sell online?
Well, to become a seller on Amazon, or on this e-commerce platform, there is a condition that you should have a trade license. As far as you have a legal authority to sell your products or to run a business, you can register your store as a seller on Amazon, and you can start selling there.
Right. So I mean, to be able to keep selling, what measures should I take to retain my business seller status? I mean, what things should I keep doing to remain a seller?
One key point is to upsell, which means that you should offer products. The first thing that you have to understand is you have to understand the customer. What's their need? What does the customer want exactly? So let's say you see a customer is purchasing one product, or let's say you're offering one product. You should offer another one in a less price, or maybe you can offer for free any related item to that product that the customer is trying to purchase, or what you're offering on the website. That will help you retain your image and you yourself as a seller on the website.
So my last question is, it's a basic understanding. Who can buy from an e-commerce website? I mean, obviously you mentioned that there are products that a business seller lists on a website or maybe on Amazon. So who can buy them? Is there any restriction from a person to buy it from online?
No, there is no restriction on anyone. Anyone can purchase. This is one good thing about e-commerce. Like even the youngest ones, from youngest to oldest, anyone can buy anything on the website. There is no age limit, or there is no such kind of restrictions. Because there are several payment methods available that you can buy through, which is of course online via credit card or debit card. as well as cash on delivery, which is also a big relief for the customers who don't own any kind of bank cards. So that's one easy way for them to purchase as well, through cash on delivery.
I mean, just in the end, I mean, in general, because obviously, world is becoming cashless. I mean, there are digital currencies coming into place. I mean, people have credit cards rather than having cash. I mean, e-commerce is one of the biggest examples. You know, people not actually using cash to buy, but using their cards or maybe paying cash on delivery. I mean, world is changing. So, what do you think, as being a part of e-commerce industry for a long time, maybe past half a decade, what do you think is the future of this e-commerce? I mean, or what message do you want to give to the students who are watching this video to learn about e-commerce? How can they learn? How should they learn more about it, or if they want to learn, how they can learn about it?
Well, e-commerce is it's not algebra, to understand or to learn. It's very easy method. It's an easy process of selling and purchasing. As you mentioned that world is moving towards cashless stage. So yes, there are options to, you can add some credit to your wallets as well. Surely any website such as Amazon itself, they're offering their own wallets and Amazon gift cards. There are ways that you can add funds to your wallet, and you can make use of those funds while making purchases online. Whereas if you don't want to handle cash, or you don't want to pay from cash, you can use your online funds and you can make purchases from there.
I mean, obviously, it's a great message and great information that you have just delivered for our audience and listeners. And I'm sure if they want to ask you something, if they have any query, they will leave it in the comment section and you can assist them as accordingly, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much for your time. Assalamu alaikum.
Bye.